Reduce poverty by education. We can reduce poverty by education. It gives people the skills they need to get good jobs and allows people to take care of themselves. Education can build a strong foundation for families, communities, and even entire countries. Education is the greatest weapon to fight poverty. Everyone is able to learn and become empowered, which could help them live better life. This blog is about how education can help reducing poverty by various methods and techniques. Education reduces economic inequalities. Education reduces economic inequalities. The goal of any society should be to maximize the well-being of its citizens. Since a person's well-being is partially determined by their economic status, it is important for people to have equal access to economic opportunities. Unfortunately, individuals often face barriers to economic success that are not always under their control. Education can help to reduce these inequalities by leveling the playing field between people and creating a more equitable society. When individuals do not have the same opportunity to obtain an education, they are more likely to encounter obstacles in their pursuit of a good job. Thus, when educational resources are distributed unequally, there will be greater disparities in wealth between different socioeconomic classes. This can lead some groups to be left out of the economy altogether and become marginalized. In order to ensure that everyone has access to economic opportunities, it is important that all citizens receive an adequate education. By providing every person with an education, we can help eliminate some of the most significant barriers preventing them from achieving their full potential as productive members of society. Education promotes economic growth. Education is essential for human development and poverty reduction. It also enhances the quality of life, creates opportunities for better health and well-being, and strengthens democracy and civic engagement. Education provides individuals with the skills needed to participate effectively in society, including employment opportunities. It also enables them to be active participants in their communities, their countries, and the world. Investing in education has been shown to be one of the most effective ways to fight poverty. According to UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, education is one of the most powerful weapons against poverty, inequality, and social injustice. It breaks down barriers, erodes exclusionary practices, fosters tolerance and respect for diversity while encouraging critical thinking. Studies show that children who live in households with fewer resources are less likely than other children to attend school regularly or complete their studies. Children from poor households are often denied access to quality education because they cannot afford uniforms or school supplies. They frequently miss school because they must work or look after younger siblings. They may be forced into early marriage or child labor because their families cannot afford food. Education promotes economic growth and reduces poverty. The benefits of education are well documented. Educated people earn higher incomes, they have lower infant mortality rates, they are less likely to be malnourished or undernourished. They are more productive in agriculture, which means they can feed themselves better and earn more money through farming. They have greater access to health care, they have a better understanding of their rights as individuals and as citizens, and finally, they are better equipped to participate in the democratic process. Reduce poverty by education. Education lowers stunting rates. If we want to reduce poverty, education is the best solution. Education is the most effective way to reduce stunting rates among children in low-income countries. In Uganda, for example, where nearly a third of children are stunted, educating women correlates with an annual return of $4 for every $1 spent on educating girls. By investing in these resources, we're able to create better opportunities for employment and give women the tools they need to support their families. The benefits of higher education aren't just limited to mothers. Children born to educated parents have a much lower chance of being malnourished. They also have a higher chance of completing school themselves and will be less likely to fall into poverty in the future. In addition to reducing child malnutrition, education has been shown time and time again to be one of the best ways to promote economic growth, especially in developing countries. It's more effective than any other intervention we can think of, and it's easy to see why. As more people become educated, they will also become more productive members of society, which leads directly into increased economic growth and reduced poverty. Education lower mortality rate. In some countries, half of the children born into the poorest families will die before they reach age 5. However, as a child's level of education increases by one additional year, his or her risk of dying before age 5 is reduced by 20%. Children who have received more than 7 years of education are less likely to die prematurely than those who have had only 2 or fewer years of schooling. It is also found that maternal mortality rate is higher for women with no education than for women with secondary or higher education. For example, in Nigeria, women with secondary or higher education were 2.5 times less likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than those with no education. In Nepal, women with secondary or higher education were 3 times less likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than those with no education. Education increases jobs opportunity. Education is the process of learning knowledge, skills and values. Education increases jobs opportunity to reduce poverty. It empowers people so that they can earn their living. Education helps people to learn to do different tasks or actions which are essential for their survival. Education plays a major role in every society because it is the only thing which makes us capable to do everything by ourselves. A person with good education is able to face any situation in his/her life and also get success without any problem. Education is the key to success. The importance of education cannot be denied as it helps people to acquire knowledge, skills and experience. A person with a higher level of education is more likely to obtain a better job than those with a lower level of education. For this reason, we should make sure that people from all levels of society are educated so that they have equal opportunities in the job market. Education reduces poverty because it helps people to develop their skills, which helps them to get a better job and earn more money. In addition, education gives people access to information about healthcare, nutrition and other important topics that improve their lives. This article will discuss how education helps people fight against poverty by increasing their chances of getting a good job and making more money, improving nutrition through improved healthcare knowledge, giving access to information about healthcare, nutrition and other important topics that improve lives, providing social benefits such as social equality, helping children succeed in school and become better citizens, improving community life through civic engagement. Education improves gender equality. Education is a major factor in improving gender equality. It's an undeniable fact that women with higher education have better awareness of their rights and are more likely to contribute to the country's economy. On the other hand, uneducated women are more likely to face obstacles such as gender discrimination, sexual abuse, early marriage or domestic violence. Therefore, we need to educate women and girls at all levels to improve gender equality. Education also helps reduce poverty. According to studies, educated people are more likely to find good jobs and earn higher salaries. They are also less likely to rely on government assistance or welfare programs. Therefore, by providing education for everyone from poor families, we can help them become self-reliant and improve their overall quality of life.